Hello ladies and gentlemen, and today let's start The Witcher 2. So just like in Witcher 1 and 3, I'm also gonna do all quests, all side quests in this one, visit all locations and stuff like that. But before we start, first, let's watch this video.
Witcher, or Witchers, an elite and mysterious caste of warrior monks. In popular lore, they're portrayed as possessing magic powers and superhuman abilities. Witchers were believed to combat evil spirits, ghastly monsters, and all manner of dark forces. It's possible that Witchers had animal eyes, which granted them sight in near darkness, rendering survival probable in encounters with fiends both subterranean and nocturnal, kobolds, vampires, and ghouls. Witchers used their silver swords to kill creatures of magic provenance. Wraiths, cursed souls, and striggers. With their swords of meteorite steel, they felled non-magic beasts, and the occasional human who refused to pay for services rendered. In combat, witchers would go into a trance, induced, it's supposed, through self-hypnosis or the consumption of intoxicants. They fought with blind abandon, sensing absolutely no pain, ignoring even serious injuries, which fed fears and superstitions about their unearthly powers. There is little doubt that witchers were perceived to be vile beings who could bring misfortune down upon common folk with their gaze alone. The heroes of fairy tales and other yarns, witchers entered the folklore of the Nordlings. This is true of one especially, Geralt the Riv, known as the White Wolf. Listen now to one of the legends about him.
Okay, so finally we can start. We're gonna go new game, import the save from Witcher 1. So if you're interested in my Witcher 1 walkthrough, you can find the link in the video description below the video. Yeah, we're gonna do tutorials.
Damn leaky boat. My boots are soaked. Yet another boggy shithole.
Okay, so this is our inventory. Up here you can see the icons, which if you click, you're gonna get categorized items. For example, if you click on this icon, you can only see the armors. If you click on this one, only crafting diagrams, only swords on this one, and stuff like that. So, on the left side, we have the boots that we wanna equip, and on the right side, we have already equipped boots. So you can compare them. You can pause and read if you want.
Who are you?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Will you let me look at your wounds?
Odd. You don't resemble a traveling preacher. Oh, damn the dogs, it hurts to talk. I wager my armor's the only thing keeping me in one piece.
I'll find some help.
Futile, I'm afraid. Around here, folk don't open their doors to strangers. You would do well to find my squire. I'd like to thrash his hide for fleeing from those corpse-eaters. Consider it my final wish.
I found his body by the river. Listen, let me brew you a health potion. You're no witcher, so it could kill you. But if I'm not mistaken, you already think you're dead. There's a slim chance that your body will quell the toxins and regenerate.
I'll expire in this hole before I let someone turn me into a mutant.
That's not how it works. Stay calm and lie still. I need to find some herbs.
So when you use your amulet, you're gonna see the wave of light come out of you, and with that you're gonna see all interactable objects around you. Basically, you can see all the objects which you can loot. Okay, now we can meditate.
Knock back this potion. Try not to vomit. Drink it. You're still alive, so that bodes well. But you've got a ways to go before you're at full health. Now you have to sit and wait. You're no mutant, so it'll be a couple of days before you recover and we can get you out of here.
Thank you, Witcher. Hallowed Grieve!
Didn't have the chance earlier. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Bolton of Ironfoot. I wanted to try my luck in the arena, but some corpse eaters surprised me. My horse reared and I came crashing down in full armor. They pounced upon me with their claws. Though broken, I managed to drive them off and crawl here. Pitiful story, but there it is.
That could mean some paid work for me.
Doubtful. If the corpses weren't eaten, they would rot, emit a stench, and breed pestilence. Ah, damn the dogs! Those who fall in the arena, their bodies are cast into the ravine. The dead offer little in terms of diversion, I'm afraid. Except perhaps to monsters.
Get well, Bolton of Ironford, and farewell.
You must take my invitation. If but half of what I've heard about witches is true, you ought to manage well in the arena.
Thanks, Bolton.
I thank you. And now, Geralt of Rivia, if you've no objection, I would finally like to get some sleep.
We don't no trouble. On your way. Be gone. Go away. I'll not over my door to you. Leave us be. Get that corpse out of here before it draws some monsters. Leave us be. Go away. I'll not over my door to you. Get that corpse out of here before it draws some monsters.
Who stalks the night? Be gone, cursed soul, or I'll stick the hounds on ya!
Got corpse eaters on this side, so I'll take your hounds any day.
A jester, eh? You're all jesters. You all think you're droll till you enter the arena. No room for joking around in there.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm soaked and I'm freezing. Let me in.
Ah, a vampire. I'll not let a bloodsucker in. Oh, no. I've got eels in garlic here. What do you say to that?
I'll gladly submit to the eels and garlic trial, and the running water trial, and the beer trial.
Who knows what you are? Evil crawls the night, corrupting the righteous. I'll wait for morn, for the cock to crow. If the rising sun don't scare you off, I'll let you in.
You want me to wait here? You there! All right. Let's find a place to rest.
Still there, foul soul?
Yeah, I'm still here. And the cock has crowed. As far as being foul, well, I may smell a bit.
Has it got an invitation?
It has.
Then it may enter. Good luck to it in the arena. At him! For the ring of gold in your pouches!
Guess they'll never learn.
Careful! He handily defeated the king's guards!
Okay, so this is the skill tree in Witcher 2. On the right side we have the swordsmanship, on the bottom we have alchemy, and on the left side we have magic skill tree, or the signs. On the top we have the Witcher training skill tree. Now to take other skill trees you need to put at least few points in Witcher training skill tree. And some skills have a small circle near them. That circle means that you can mutate that skill, which will basically give you permanent buffs. For example, let's mutate it. You can see that I have red mutagen on the right side, and if I use it, I'm gonna get minimum and maximum permanent buff with damage. Now if we take another look at this skill, on the right side you can see the description saying mutagens. That's the mutagen we just took, and it gives us minimum and maximum permanent damage. Okay, let's prepare for this fight. Let's drink some potions. And we're good to go. No, 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 no. Nice, the game recommended us dark difficulty, which is the difficulty I'm gonna play on. Now I'm gonna choose the dark mode because on this difficulty you can get some special and unique items, which you cannot get on other difficulties. But there is also this difficulty called Insane. Now if you die on Insane difficulty, you're gonna have to start your whole game all over again from the start. So I'm not gonna choose this difficulty because I want to die sometimes on purpose. But who knows, maybe someday we will do the Insane difficulty as well. For now, let's go with the dark one.
Sixes, Daddy needs you. Oh, shit. Ha! 20 orange to Grandad. Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there!
Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing.
Am I right, Master Geralt? Roll again! Why? The dice didn't roll! Calling me a cheat? Take it back.
Look, he's awake again.
Monster slayer, my ass. A regular horson.
I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them.
Fuck's sake, they plough witches come the equinox.
That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill. I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
Let's be nice to him.
Walk around behind me if you want to shake.
How foolish of me. Ves! Unshackle him.
Geralt of Rivia. Care to introduce us?
No, thanks.
Bring something to drink. We can't sit here cotton-mouthed. You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No. For Temeria.
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
So depending on which dialogue you choose, you're gonna be taken to a different parts of story in prologue. So let's go with the first one.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
Witcher, are you up?
His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher.
Stupid war. Could have been such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
A wise war is a contradiction, Triss.
Then maybe you know just how I should advise our lustful monarch.
Stop falling in love, sire no further bastards, and don't wage stupid wars.
Genius. You know, these bastards could vie for the throne in the future. Then we'd have an even more senseless conflict.
Which doesn't change the fact that...
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined. But they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
Mm-hmm. One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon? In the midst of civilization? Oh, please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the colts they ride.
So basically, they were talking about ending cinematic from Witcher 1.
I get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll join you later. I'll join you later.
Okay, first off, if you import the save from Witcher 1, then you're gonna get the items that you had in the end of Witcher 1. And I had Raven's Armor, I had Diablo, Erendite, Mahakam Rune Sigil Sword, and many of these items that you see here, like Blue Stripes Combat Jacket, is actually the DLC item that you can also get if you buy the DLC. So, we also have Mage Trousers, which is also a DLC item, and I should also have a gloves. Yeah, these gloves are also the DLC item. So basically, with the DLC, you can get a bunch of items in the beginning of the game. But they are nothing special, nothing overpowered, it's just something small for you to start with. But Raven's Armor is so much better than the Blue Stripes jacket, so let's take that one. Let's see. For the Steel Sword, the Mahakam one is better. It has nice damage and chance for an instant kill. For the Witcher Sword, Erendite is of course better, but nothing special. Let's see. Okay.
Attention, imbecile! Where are you from, Lucky? Lucky Waters up your arse! Barrels of it!
Yes, sir, Sergeant, sir.
At ease! Now, listen up. We'll soon be joining the fray. And I must say, I've never seen a lovelier war. While the knights battling out on the wall, we head straight for the town.
But Sergeant, there's a river in the way.
The very reason we spent the last week nailed together rafts and stealing... that is, commandeering fishing boats. We shall cross the river to the town in those very boats, as planned by His Majesty, King Voltec. What say you to that, Blackies?
Long live the King!
Close order! March!
There is so much going on here in the beginning, which is very cool.
I don't want to die. Reavers on it that's at stake here. This is no time to whimper.
You one of us or not?
Good to see you.
Morning, Witcher. Those blades of yours should be useful today.
Does Foltest plan to continue the siege?
No, we're to mount an assault.
Finally.
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on those walls.
Foltest's would-be assassin. You said you'd ask around.
I put the word out. I did.
And?
It's a riddle wrapped inside a secret.
I thought you knew people who could help.
I can give you any cutthroat in Temeria. Problem is, your assassin came from elsewhere.
You sure?
Sure as you stand before me.
I did what you asked.
You killed the cockatrice. Wonderful. Tough job.
Routine Witcher's work.
I'll have your coin as soon as we finish off the lavalettes. I'll be generous, I promise.
I'd like it beforehand. Promises made before battle are often hard to keep.
Whereas you'll have your trousers protected and that magic amulet. I'll wager you'll send a lavalette.
We'll skin them alive! Any advice from a veteran?
Laugh all you like. Don't be a soul to be slipping on that shit.
Or not, I guess we'll be sipping wine in the lavalette's chambers by sundown.
Too true. Overwhelming force. That's what we are.
They're getting what they deserve. Way up north, there's a tribe of wildmen who go into battle stark naked.
Whereas you'll have your trousers. Oh, looky there, new boy. It's that Witcher. Geralt of Rivia ought to know about amulets.
Witcher, sir, I have a question for you.
We know each other?
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle, but besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here they call Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's, apprenticing with us, like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now New Boy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake? I mean, we all got a little riled. But those are bygones, as I see it.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress, too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
Okay, so Geralt has history with these guys from books.
What rape?
Shut your trap, Desperate. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
So you'd have raped this old mate?
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon, the sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize, and we argued. There was some commotion, a regular rumble, in fact. We tied you up like hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. But that dragon thrashed us so hard, we spent the next half-year licking our wounds. And you done freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desperate?
Conifer or some such. So, willing to help some old friends, Witcher?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coin in point of fact. New boy bet a night that he'll survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honor's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. New boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, new boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
Okay, so if you let the new boy keep the amulet and use it, he's gonna die. If you tell him not to use the amulet, but still keep it, he's gonna stay alive and you're not gonna get anything. But if you manage to take this amulet from him, he's gonna survive and he will actually reward you later for that, which is very cool. So let's do that.
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. They were nice, smiling and all.
We done wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho ho ho! But...
Shut it! Boalt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance, went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
Who knows what goes on in that head of his? But every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, arrows flying everywhere, but we came through untouched. Barely 3 of the others still standing when a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees, we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
And let's take the amulet by choosing this dialogue.
Who knows? Maybe the amulet is unlucky. Maybe it draws trouble. I doubt you left the shrine untouched. Then the Scoia'tael, the dragon.
I told you as much. We need to get the boy some plate.
Wait a minute. We owe the Witcher some thanks.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Fancy the amulet, Witcher. It might draw trouble, be cursed in some way. But you might lift the curse. Sell it off.
I'll take it.
It's all yours.
Witcher, you available for normal business still? Willing to hunt monsters?
Yeah, I'm willing. Why do you ask?
Well, 'cause we were out with those scouts that saw the dragon. No one believes us, but...
The sound in the assembly. That's us. But we'll find you after the battle, Witcher.
Wait.
Farewell.
If it goes on like this, we'll be sipping wine in the Lovell Exchanges by sundown.
Too true.
If it goes on like this, we'll be sipping wine in the Lovell Exchanges by sundown.
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild men who goes to battle stark naked.
They're
getting what they deserve. I hate
and that magic amulet. I'll wager you
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild men who go into battle stark naked.
Same as yesterday.
Same slop as always, bloody hell.
Not eating.
That quacks to operate on Banquo.
What is it?
We don't sew his dick to his forehead. Did he get hit in the dick?
Yeah, they cut him up like a pig. He'd be better off dead and buried than under the quack's knife.
Bloody hell. Had to send us a butcher instead of a medic.
to disease, eh?
With
Fortress to victory!
Care for a shot before you enter the siege tower, or don't you drink and ride?
With
Care for a shot
to
before you enter the siege
victory!
tower, or don't you drink
Stop
and ride?
bothering me!
Bloody hell. Good lad.
What
Shut
is it?
He's still alive?
If that quack doesn't harm you, won't he? After your stew yesterday, half of 7th Company at the road.
Now you bloody well have. If it ever happens again, I'll slaughter and cook you myself. Except who'd eat that carcass? Better off using you to fatten the pigs.
Any advice from a veteran?
Cheer up, Witcher.
A single Witcher's worth a whole platoon.
Damn it! This is a field kitchen, not a bloody banquet! Bloody sods.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
With Fortress to victory!
My mother used to make porridge. Never had better in my life.
Could be a soul slipping on that shite.
What's in the pot, cook?
They'll be sitting down to the table at home. Your presence insults the gods. They'll turn away from us in battle.
Any advice from a veteran?
So many men will die, all because of one bitch.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
Laugh all you like. Come the assault, you'll be slipping on that shite.
Better that than on my own entrails.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
Laugh all you like. Come the assault, you'll be slipping on that shite.
Better that than on my own entrails.
Hey, you're the one who crushed Salamandra.
Indeed I am.
Any advice from a veteran?
Word is, way up north, there's a truck. My mother used to make porridge. Never had better in my life.
Hey, you're the one who crushed Salamandra.
You going into battle, Geralt? Kick their asses, Geralt.
Any advice from a veteran?
I'm too old
Hey.
for this.
Wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizima?
Care for a shot before you enter the siege
With
tower, or
Fortress
don't you
to
drink and ride?
victory! Those trebuchets. With Fortress to victory!
Your presence insults the gods. Turn away from us in battle.
What a heap of imbeciles! Your compost not soldiers! Keep at it and none of you will see home! This is the army, not the barnyard!
Kick their asses, Geralt.
With Fortress to victory!
Greetings. Can I interest you in a worthy cause? We could use your support.
What's the cause?
A veterans fund for former fighting men of need.
Uh-huh. Found anyone gullible enough to fall for that?
There's nothing to fall for. It's just some arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling?
Yeah, why? You put down some coin and we wrestle. Win and the pot is yours. Lose and... well, the coin goes to the fund. Care to test your strength?
Ah, they're in for a beating.
Any advice from a veteran?
Really as tough as they
With
say.
full test to victory!
Don't all disperse in search of booty and wenches. Eliminate the stragglers first.
Greetings.
I haven't played dice poker in a while.
Oh, it's like walking. You don't forget how to do it unless you're drunk. Roll a few rounds with me.
We'll skin them alive!
Today we enter the fray. An assault. Remember this. A soldier with no balls will likely lose his head.
Care for a shot before
What
you
a
enter the
heap
siege
of
tower?
imbeciles!
Or don't
You're
you drink and
compost,
ride?
not soldiers! Keep at it and none of you will see home!
A foothold on the wall is all we need.
With full test to victory!
Care to test your strength?
Ah, they're in for a beating.
Well, that's some strength you've got in that arm of yours.
We'll skin them alive!
Roll a few rounds with me. I believe my luck's with me today.
And let's reload.
Roll a few.
Nice. We are definitely gonna win now.
Certainly haven't forgotten how to play. Here's your coin.
Ah, they're in for a beating.
Okay, I didn't want to do that. Come on, get on fire. And no, no, no! Let's not do that again. Ever.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Cheer up, Witcher.
Soldiers, keep at it and
Okay, so if you destroy all training dummies in this game, you're gonna get a permanent buff for experience. Just like this one. Yeah, take that.
Let's show them the meaning of a single Witcher's worth a whole platoon.
Okay, I think those are all dummies at this spot.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Cheer up, Witcher.
Any advice from a veteran?
Let's show them.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Care for a shot before you
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Care for a shot before you
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Soldiers to victory!
Hey,
With fought
why don't you
to
defeat the
victory!
Grand Master to take down the rebellion in Vfxone?
Come on, get out. Okay. So why am I setting myself up on fire? Well, when you do that, and when you get yourself on fire by campfire, you're gonna get this buff. Now, I'm not sure if you can increase this by setting up yourself more on fire, so currently I'm testing that. By the way, you can do this anywhere in game. You don't have to do it here.
You look sick. Everything all right?
Kick their
A
asses,
foothold on the
Geralt.
wall is all we need.
Come here, son. He's slipping on that shite.
Anyone got any more booze?
No, 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 no. That was too much damage.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of
Maybe
them.
this could be settled
Must be
without a
shitting
battle.
themselves on the walls.
What a heap of imbeciles! You're
Come here,
compost
son.
on,
He's
soldiers!
slipping on that shite.
Keep at it and none of you will see home! Move those feet! This is the army, not the
Care to test you? We'll skin them alive!
What?
Out of them. Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
That's all you like. Slipping on that shite.
So many men. Let's show them the meaning of one bitch.
Wait.
So many men.
Kick their asses.
Can I actually get a buff only by killing these dummies? Let's see.
So many men will die. One bitch. So many men will die. One bitch. A single Witcher's worth a whole platoon.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Let's show them the meaning of the cause.
Kick their asses, Geralt.
Single Witcher's worth a whole platoon.
Do I have any buff? Not yet. Okay. Okay, let's check it out. No, nothing yet. Nope. Okay, it looks like it doesn't work.
Fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
So now we can
Laugh all you like. Come here, son, and slipping on that shell.
loot this. And this. Triss is still naked.
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of skew today. Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild. Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild men who go. Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild men who go roasting over a fire.
Victory!
That quack's to operate on Banquo.
Hope he don't sew his dick to his forehead.
Did he get hit in the dick?
Yeah, they cut him up like a pig. He'd be better off dead and buried than under the quack's knife.
Bloody hell.
You going into battle, Geralt?
We'll skin them alive!
Ah,
They're in for a beating. We'll skin them alive!
They're getting what they deserve. I hate traitors.
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of... Word is, way up north, there's a tribe
in the pot today.
Laugh all you like. Come here, son, and slipping on that shell.
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild men who go into battle.
goes on like this, we'll be sipping wine in the Lovelets chambers by sundown.
Too true. Overwhelming force.
They're in for a beating. They're getting what they deserve. I hate traitors.
And let's do this one more time.
Word is, way up north, there's a tribe of wild...
And now let's continue.
You going into battle, Geralt?
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the... Vulture said if you don't hurry, he'll rip your balls off.
And make a witch's medallion out of him. Care for a shot before you enter the siege tower? Or don't you drink and ride?
With Vultures to victory!
Take the knights alive for ransom. Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizina?
There's no time to waste.
The assault has begun.
The king awaits you by the siege tower.
Gods, grant us strength and protect us in battle. We ask not for victory, for we shall win regardless.
No passage.
Don't see Foltest, Geralt, for the fury hits him and he hacks off your head.
For royal power issues from the divine.
Ah,
He who is
they're in
victorious
for a
the
beating.
king is victorious for the gods!
This siege is so cool and so detailed.
A beautiful day for battle. Fear not, Excellency, we're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen, the emissary of peace that I am.
Hogwash! You're the emissary of the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, who spared no blood conquering over a dozen sovereign realms.
Thus bringing them laws, culture, and peace above all.
Okay, look at this. The details. I mean, come on. And... there is someone pushing the rock.
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
Master Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenner during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fate has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador, for your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
First to fight! First to die!
Let's show them the meaning.
First to fight! First to die!
Single Witcher's worth a whole platoon.
Remembered by His Majesty. Decurion of the Arbalists, warms the heart. To be remembered by His Majesty.
Let's show them the meaning of horror. Cheer up, Witcher.
Hey, Wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vfxone?
Really as tough as they say? Cheer up, Witcher!
I'm too old for this.
Forgive my candor, Your Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Your Grace, forgive me. But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Thanks to Geralt of Rivia, my daughter Ada is alive, and is now the wife of Radovid of Redania.
I see.
I fear you do not, Excellency. The midget king merely awaits my demise.
I am certain King Radovid of Redania wishes Your Majesty a long and healthy life.
That wasn't even amusing, Excellency. The old families will never accept a Redanian on my throne. Ada will have to content herself with Redania.
I understand. The issue of succession remains unresolved. Your Grace, I request your permission to retire.
You have it. Black ones in my camp before a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
Okay, so a moment ago, Foltest mentioned his daughter Ada, that she's alive. Now she's alive because I have imported the save from Witcher 1. If you don't import any save, she's dead by default. Now I don't know why that is, but it's a interesting small detail.
I couldn't have handled it better myself.
Ha! I always knew you were one of us. And bugger what folks say. They talked about Ada no end. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
Triss did an autopsy. It's possible he was a Witcher.
A Witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing Witchers? Anything more?
He had no medallion, but that doesn't matter.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors. Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods count at you, very! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Okay, so here you can actually miss this guy, and if you do miss him, then you're gonna have to fight him later. But you can just kill him here and avoid that, let's say, mini fight. So to hit him, all you need to do is aim at him.
One and a half degrees.
Did we hit the bastard?
He's down.
Ha! One less traitor. Time to attack. Follow me, Witcher! You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children. They would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped. Her motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
And a long road on Gypso.
Greetings. Welcome.
Bread and vodka's all you'll get when you're ploughing for your king. Blood and mud, your brow a sweat. Balls in a bandage, brick in a sling. Look alive, men! Hail to the king! Where the hell are we headed? What the fuck do we want? Victory! This I like! Eyes on the bridge! We're nearly there! Weapons at the ready!
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.
Things went relatively smoothly after we came out of that tower. That is, until we ran into Arian La Valette.
Lord Suxon, you shall push for the center aisle and bring down that gate.
It's a good day to kill, Your Majesty! Follow me, gentlemen! For Temeria!
Lord Swan, you and your men shall follow me. We must capture or otherwise deal with Arian La Valette in order to break the defenders' morale.
Yes, Your Grace.
Geralt, gentlemen, follow me! For the glory! Fall back, goddammit! I forbid you to die like imbeciles. Hear me! They've taken a good position, the bastards. If this persists, they'll pick us off like ducks, and I'm no duck. Any ideas?
That ballista would do the trick.
Waste of words.
We'll stop the bastards if they come this way!
Welcome.
Stand your ground!
Kill the Witcher! Down with tyranny! Kill the Witcher! Kill the Witcher! Blasphemers!
Plow the lilies!
Blasphemers!
Plow the lilies! Plow the lilies! Plow the lilies!
Okay, so back here there is a cool Easter egg about a guy dressed in white and a haystack.
Guess they'll never learn.
So once Geralt sees this poor guy and comments on his death, you're gonna get a permanent buff for backstabbing.
Reavers!
Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground!
The towermen! Storm the tower! The gods are with us!
So a moment ago we told Foltest where to aim with ballista and when to shoot. And with that we killed one guy, and if you don't kill that guy, you're gonna fight him at this spot.
The door! Smash the door! Axemen, give me splinters!
Desist! Or be put down like the rabid dogs you are!
Aryan Lavalette, this will be no easy task. Surrender, Aryan! You'll be treated with honor!
Go plow yourself, King!
Bury them in arrows! Come on, men! For Temeria!
They're well shielded.
You got a better idea?
I'll try to get inside. It shouldn't be hard if the archers provide cover.
That's the son of Louisa and the old Baron, heir to these lands. He's hot-tempered but good with a sword. Be careful.
I'll try to reason with him.
Cover the Witcher!
Nice, we got the instant kill. Now I wanna make this guy fly. No, 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 no. Okay. Now we should be able to make this guy to fly. And there he goes. Can I loot you? No. Let's take a moment. It's a beautiful castle. And the moment is over.
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that rumor.
Okay, so if you choose to fight this guy, you're gonna kill him. So his mother will be mad at you later, and also in Witcher 3. But if you kill him, and you do some things later in the game, which I'm not gonna talk about because I don't want to spoil anything, you're actually gonna get a permanent buff for instant kill. But if you spare him here, then he's gonna obviously stay alive, you're gonna help him, and you're gonna get another permanent buff for carrying weight. So let's spare him.
Enough slaughter. Surrender and Foltest will treat you and your men with honor.
And what guarantee is there that he'll not cut us down to the last?
None.
Foltest defiled my mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
The king leads an army. You have but a few brave men and your honor. In a minute you may lose even those. Choose.
Hear that, men! The king sends a Witcher and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must choose. Shame or a Witcher's sword. Is that how you would live? Will you bow your heads before Foltest?
Never!
You heard them, Witcher.
Also, if you kill him, the whole Lavalette castle will fall under the influence of Nilfgaard. But if you spare him and he stays alive, the castle will remain under the influence of Temeria.
Don't be a fool. This is no game. Your men don't need to die. Surrender, and the king will show mercy.
My mother has seen enough of this king's mercy.
What'll you do? Throw yourself on my sword? Run?
He made mother a harlot, then denied her before all the realm.
True enough. But no massacre, no misguided heroism will change that. Drop your weapons.
Should anything happen to my mother, I shall find you and kill you.
Arian Lavalette laid down his sword. Well, well.
Have you spoken to him?
Briefly. Just before they took him off to the torture chamber. The hard luck of a traitor. Continue.
While I remember, what happened to the dragon?
It destroyed half the castle. Killed hordes of soldiers and flew off.
Where?
In the general direction of Edon.
To think it almost killed us all.
Arian Lavalette has surrendered the castle. Open up!
And the Baron lives?
Yes, he lives. I'm not spiteful. Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy.
Looks like we're stuck.
Indeed, and my magic's no good here. The main force down in those boats is going to beat us to town.
Want to head back to the tent? The camp will be nice and empty now. I've had enough for today.
Tempting. Look, the King's Special Forces.
We want to see him! You doubt my words, dog. Open the gate now!
Sire.
Vernon Roach. Tell me, Roach.
There's fighting in the town. A section of our forces crossed the river in fishing boats and swarmed the streets, burning, raping, pillaging. The Lavalettes are making a stand near the temple.
What of the Baroness?
Alive and safely tucked away.
Unsoiled, I hope.
As you ordered, sire. She's fine, and beautiful as ever. The children were not with her.
But you know where they are?
In the monastery, but we've yet to penetrate that area.
Cross, quickly!
Protect the king!
Dragon! Take cover! To the hoardings!
Protect the king! Run for the hoarding! Give my leg for a heavy crossbow right now.
It's a dragon! I can't believe it!
Marigold, stop admiring it and do something!
It's not that simple!
Before the fruit turns my army to cinders!
Witcher, how do you fight something like that?
You don't. You run.
Some professional viewer.
We've got to get to the town. We might stand.
Dragon!
Blasphemers! This one doesn't seem to know that.
You want me to go over and tell him?
We can repel them! Blasphemous!
Back up! I'll open the gate! Quickly! I can't hold this for long. Call the arbalists! Quick! I can teleport myself, but not you. Run! Quick! I can't hold this for long. Call the arbalists! Quick!
Triss! The bridge is burning! Quickly, this way!
Plowing dragon nearly reversed the course of the battle. The fighting should have scared it off.
Forget the dragon. I need to hear how this story ends.
You were at my side almost all the time after the bridge collapsed.
Almost. Tell me how you got into the monastery courtyard.
Ha! And they said we couldn't get near the walls. Half a day and the town is taken.
Report! Fighting for the castle continues, and a group of rebels have barricaded themselves inside the monastery.
What of my children?
Likely in the church as well, sire. Fen took a priest to task. Finally mumbled something about a passage neath the walls.
It would take a week to get a battering ram in here.
Axes, sire?
That will also take time. But what other course do we have? This priest. What of him? What of this passage?
I fainted before I could really get going on him. He's under guard below.
You've some work to do, Commander.
Yes, sire. Silas, you look to this door. Fen, come with me.
Witcher.
Your Grace.
I've a mission for you, one suited to your abilities. Vernon can be persuasive, but he's also hot-tempered, at times losing both his self-control and his subject. You must try to find this other passage on your own. Succeed, and you'll be the envy of all Vizima.
Soldiers loyal to the Lavalettes would never harm the Baroness's children.
I shall be reassured as to that when I see them, not before. We must act quickly. The rebels are dispersed, in disarray. As dim-witted as they are, I fear they could conclude the children would make good hostages.
Maybe Roach will get something out of this priest. It's a relatively large town. I could use a hint.
I'm counting on him. But time is of the essence. Please explore the area. We seek a tunnel or something similar. Beware of traps. They may have planted some. You're best suited to this. My men lack your skills.
All right, I'll go.
I'm relying on you, Witcher.
Where are those axes? Move your asses!
I positively detest all temples and priests.
I don't trust you.
Yeah, greetings.
Greetings. Welcome.
Eh? At your service. Yeah, greetings. Yeah, greetings.
Greetings. Welcome.
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
Shut it.
We're innocent.
The king will decide your fate.
Tisk is merciful. He'll forgive us.
Okay, so there are some people here that need to be saved.
What have you done to her?
Shut it. Time to pay your war tax. Gold and silver on the table, and shut your gobs!
These people are unarmed.
This is not your concern. Get lost.
Okay, so if we use Axis spell now, we're gonna get 2 permanent buffs.
Get out of here, now.
Right. Sir.
Let's go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Be careful. You may not be so lucky next time. Find a place to hide.
I must find my wife first. They herded her away with others like cattle.
Good luck.
So let's see. So we got this permanent buff and this one. Both of them for using Axis spell for negotiations. And here we have to save some more people.
It'll be better this way, but you've no business here!
Leave them alone. They're innocent.
Innocent? They're with the Lavalettes! Weeds that need to be ripped out with their roots so they won't grow back again! Treason spreads like the plague. No one will leave here alive. And you, stay out of this.
Nope.
I won't stand by while you murder innocents.
So, what'll you do?
Kill you.
I was not after your blood! I have witnesses!
Let the people out and walk away.
Unblock the door! I'll report this.
Yeah, you do that.
Burn anything or touch a single woman, you sons of bitches, and the king will hear of it.
Leave us be!
You're free.
Thank you, my lord.
Find a place to hide until this madness ends.
But where?
They burned down our homes! Made off with everything else! God, why? They hear us and come back.
Where are these forces coming from? You lout! Where are these whoresons coming from? I thought we'd cleared this district. Are they springing from their graves?
Now let's admire the view a bit. Now I actually have no idea how to loot these books. So yeah, just leave them.
Block the passage, quick!
They've taken all from us, save our lives.
They burned down our homes, made off with everything else! God, why?
Quiet down, please, before they hear us and come back.
What shall we do now?
release us, soldier, sir? Shut it.
And now, horse sons, you'll answer for treason.
What treason, my lord?
We're simple folk and know nothing of politics.
Lavalette lost, so you whimper like dogs.
What will you do with us?
The king will decide. Now, up against the wall and shut your traps.
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
We're innocent.
The gods punish those who shed fraternal blood. And now, horse sons, you'll answer for treason.
What treason, my lord?
We're simple folk and know nothing of politics.
Lavalette lost, so you whimper like dogs.
What will you do with us?
King will decide. Up against the wall and shut your traps.
Damn it.
This sword should actually be better than ours. It kinda is better. But let's keep using the Sihil.
You stink.
Okay, there should be 3 guys here. Waiting for an ambush.
Stand your ground! Death to the sister Stand your ground! Stand your ground!
Down with tyranny!
Don't pull back!
Blasphemous! Crush those vermin! Blasphemous! For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death! Blasphemous!
Down with Voltest!
They're no knights. They're traitors. Take no prisoners. Blasphemous! Onward! Attack! Blow the lilies! For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death! Blasphemous! Onward! Attack! For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death! Crush those vermin! Blasphemous!
You have just become the most titled witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over, sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Lucky he did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
I saw Scoia'tael on the river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest.
Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened?
We might have arrived at the same time if not for Tails.
Be specific, Witcher.
Well, the Archpriest told the truth.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tails, erstwhile Count of Nesvelt. I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boosie, where are they?
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tails, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boosie and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tails, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
Where have you taken the children?
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What is this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
Quiet down, Tails. This is a church.
I'll not forget this, mutant. You hear?
Damn, I've seen assaults go awry, but the dragon topples them all.
Tops.
Tops what?
Well, tops all.
Damn nonsense. Geralt, you should know. Is it possible to tame a dragon?
Not as far as I know.
Then why is this reptile eating only mine?
Let's hope Marigold got out of there.
I'm sure she did.
If not, you'll need a new advisor, sire.
Shut up, Roach.
It's possible that the dragon simply...
Anyone seen my man? But they'll kill him there.
They may just take him prisoner. King's judges their subjects.
Yet should they turn abject,
The eternal judge shall rise.
Put end unto their vice.
The world's in a whirl.
Mutant. Freak.
Raping and pillaging. My kind of diversion.
Witcher's trickery. The world's in a whirl.
Stinking murderer. I remember Blaviken.
Oh, come on. Damn. Look at the damage on this pickaxe. Geralt the Pickaxe Man. So what should I drop? Oh yeah. Let's see. Well, this is nice, but it's too heavy.
Peasant homes always make a good bonfire.
What will happen to us? Fate knows no mercy. But why? Why? But why? Why?
Okay, so this is the spot where Geralt can lose Erendite. So if you don't want to lose this sword, which you obviously imported from Witcher 1, Then just equip this silver sword, because this is the only one silver sword that you have. All of them, the rest of them are steel swords or some other weapons. But none of them are silver, except for Erendite, or Moonblade if you import that one. So, let's do this.
Another.
The dragon's back!
I can't. You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Merigold to come with me. If she wants.
Are you blind? She's enamored with you. You may leave, and none shall stop you. You have my word.
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. Go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy. Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the Forefather and the Mother Creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Anais, help your brother.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
What if someone vouched for me?
You have a witness.
I was thinking of Triss.
Was she not your lover? Who knows? But it's common knowledge she is.
What happened to her?
Oh, she's fine. She's been invited to the next meeting of the Council of Regents.
What's the situation in Temeria?
The Council of Regents has convened to restore order. That means three things. Utter chaos will prevail, Vizima will run dry of wine and strong drink, and the local whores will make a killing.
Is Triss participating in the meetings?
Indeed. Only to find out that she's no longer needed.
How do you know?
It's my business to know.
They want to run a kingdom without a sorceress?
They already have a kingdom without a king. They'll use every opportunity to get rid of her.
Who will rule?
The chief contenders are Count Maravel and Baron Kimbold, who already tussle for control of La Valette Castle.
What about Foltest's bastards?
The king's blood runs in their veins. So yes, they are entitled to the throne. Not some drooling nobles.
Foltest told me a lot about you.
If not for him, I'd be a drunk or a vagrant. Foltest did more for me than my father ever did. But then my father did exactly nothing, for I never even met him. In any case, I'll not rest until the murderer is punished.
Tell me how you serve, Vernon.
I carry out orders others are incapable of executing.
For fuck's sake, you command the Blue Stripes. Do something. The real murderer is free, and he's further and further away with every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the Killer Monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
What would you do if you escaped?
Okay, so this is the reason why I didn't choose the insane difficulty. Because right now, I'm gonna commit a suicide.
I'd go have a beer.
Are you trying to annoy me?
Vernon, if I escaped, you'd be the last to learn my plans.
Let me tell you a story.
I hate stories.
There was once a witcher who was accused of murdering a monarch.
Wrongly accused.
The charges against him were very serious, and only one man could help him.
Let me guess. A handsome prince.
The commander of the Blue Stripes. Sadly, the witcher refused his help and was hanged.
I prefer happy endings.
Then help me, Geralt.
What do you want from me, Roach? I already told you it wasn't me. On top of that, I don't know who's behind it, and frankly, I don't really give a damn. Could have been anyone as I see it. King Demavend, even.
Demavend is dead.
Is that true?
He was murdered.
Uh-huh. I did that too.
You were in Vizima at the time. I checked.
My doppelganger was in Vizima. I have 3 of them.
I'm no fool.
You sure act like one.
I'm to learn who killed the king, and I will.
You know I didn't, but you need to prove a point. Sons of whores like you would rather hang an innocent man than admit failure.
Don't ever call me a whore's son again. Another prisoner killed while trying to escape.
Yes, sir.
What if some... What? No. the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue-striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
You're Veth's commando. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it.
Vess!
Bring us food and drink.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Never heard of women serving in the Special Forces.
Vess is one of my best people.
How'd she wind up in the Blue Stripes?
I pulled her from the paws of the Scoia'tael. Just 16 when they torched her village and slaughtered everyone. The unit commander took a liking and spared her. One last thing. This file is about one Geralt of Rivia.
And Foltest's death?
Actually, Geralt's death. The report details events from 5 years ago. Rivia. Population 1,234. In that, 253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A massacre ensues. The streets run with the blood of elves and dwarves. One person finds the courage to face the raging crowd. During the rioting, 76 non-humans perish, including the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the Witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with ashen hair. Their place of interment remains unknown.
I remember. Rivia. Yennefer.
What just happened?
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Vess! Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner. I'll take the key. I sail upriver at dawn. Guards will collect you in 5 minutes. Eat. You'll need your strength.
Not yesterday. He was a hero, pretty much. Everyone's man.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls. Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman will do that tomorrow. Not yesterday. He was a hero, pretty much. Everyone's man.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls. Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman will do that tomorrow. What say we teach him a lesson before he did to Foltest?
I'll not touch the scum. I get scurvy.
Right. Hangman will do it. He's poxy already.
Guard. Come here, good man.
Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up.
How long are you going to keep me in here?
Can't wait to see the hangman, eh? Don't worry, tomorrow's your big day.
I can't wait to see him skinned alive.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see. Rip your guts out!
Oh no! Geralt is Goku! So, there is a bug with the hair, and you can always get it if you skip some conversations with Roach. But don't worry, just save, reload, and the bug is gone.
I can't sneak out in this light.
Huh? What was that?
One more time, I'll puke on the horse. Life in a nutshell.
Oh. No.
Cook promised meat today, you stinking pig. Rage against the dying of the light. Or, I'd like to serve Temeria, Sergeant, not wander below ground like a stricker.
You deaf or what? I said a prisoner's escaped! Guards! Where the hell is everyone? Shh! Over here!
Shut up!
So, where's this prisoner, huh? Mine playing tricks again? I swear on my mother's life, he was there a minute ago. I'll show you, scum. Flap that tongue of yours again and I'll rip it out.
Yeah, he's totally not seeing this guy. Shut up!
Stay calm, Arian.
What are you doing here?
So if you kill this guy, you're gonna meet his mother instead in jail.
Same thing as you.
Yes, but they imprisoned you. Why?
They say I killed Foltest.
Shame. I'd hoped to do that myself. Do you know my mother's fate? Foltest did her no harm.
Foltest ordered the Blue Stripes to guard her like some invaluable treasure.
Bastard. Placing her among those dogs. One more nobly born should protect her. A baronet at least.
Time to think about saving your life.
To me, honor is more important than life.
What do you plan to do?
Not your concern. We must get to the oil store where there's a way out. I'm weak. You must help me. I'll wait here. Return for me once I've cleared the way.
Bastard! You fucking prick! Fuck you, cocksucker! Fuck you up the arse! Motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking kill you, hear me? I'll rip your brick off and beat your head in with it!
darling. Finally, just you and me. Not very romantic, I'll admit, but leave you be. You'll be well satisfied when I'm done.
Don't touch me, you monster!
I knew you'd like me. All you elf bitches like me. Dirty harlots you are.
Leave the lady alone.
You're earning. Appoint.
Okay, he doesn't see me, but as soon as I hit this guy...
You're earning. Appointment's not due tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm in a hurry. You'll see me today.
State whose ruler titles himself Emperor.
What was that?
Temeria.
Oh. Nothing.
Huge winged and breathes fire. Condor, maybe? But breathes fire. Oh, I don't know.
Don't turn, don't turn. Nice. So if you kill Arian Lavalette, you would find his mother here, in this room.
Help me up.
Up the stairs. This way. Second door on the left. That's the oil store.
Come with me. There's nothing you can do here.
I've more to do now than ever before.
Alone.
I need no one's aid for what I aim to accomplish.
Is that your final word?
Farewell, Witcher.
Halt! Oh, blimey, is that you, Witcher? They say you killed the king.
Well, I didn't. And I'm going to prove it.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Glad to hear that. It'd be pretty stupid if I had to kill you now. Did all the Reavers survive the assault?
Aye, they've been drinking themselves silly for 2 days now. I believe I owe you something.
You don't owe me a thing.
We wound up in a boiling cauldron during the assault. You know how it is when knights get caught in a tight passage. Nowhere to go. Those in the back push forward. Those in the front are stuck. And halberd blows raining down from above. I'd have been crushed if not for my armor. And about 10 blows landed on my helmet. My ears still ring and I puke time and again. But I live and breathe.
Concussion. It'll pass.
Okay, this is the guy we took the amulet from. And he's alive, thanks to us.
Were you on patrol with the Reavers when they ran into those Scoia'tael?
Aye.
Kenneth mentioned the unit was especially vicious. Notice anything out of the ordinary? A unit emblem or something?
Right you are. They had masks made of the cloth of Special Forces uniforms, and they hollered a lot, Yorvath or some such.
Where did the dragon come from?
I've no idea, but it saved our asses. The elves ceased shooting at the sight of it. Can't tell you anymore, as we fled right then as if the devil himself was on our tail. Take this. Kenneth told me to study up, but I've not the mind for it. Just not cut out to be a dragon hunter, I guess. It could be useful to you, though.
I need to go.
There are sentries on the dike. No way you'll slip through.
Can you distract them?
I'll try. But remember, count me out if there's a fight. In fact, we could end up foes.
I hope not. Go.
Just give me a minute.
Okay, so once more, if you don't take the amulet from him, he's gonna go naked into battle and he's gonna die. If you tell him not to use the amulet, but if you also don't take that amulet, he's gonna stay alive and you won't get anything. But if you take the amulet, he's gonna stay alive and he will reward you with this book, which is awesome.
The Kingslayer's escaped. We need to cut him off. Follow me!
All right, let's go!
Geralt, over here.
Also, if you kill Arian, you're not gonna escape from this side, but you're gonna escape from this side.
Trouble.
Bloody hell, you didn't have to torch the castle. You were to sneak out, avoid anything resembling a bloodbath.
You left me the key to my manacles, not an invisibility cloak. Triss, is everything all right?
Not exactly. I'm no longer the royal advisor. I've lost my post, my home in Vizima. Witcher's mistress, they call me. Kingslayer's whore.
People say what they think they have to.
I know, but...
They'll change their minds as soon as we find the Kingslayer. Roach will see to that. Right, Spy?
I'm no spy, but you're mostly correct. An interregnum is chaos by definition. Rats like Baron Kimbolt and Count Mariveau rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbolt, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago, I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Edirnian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is, then. Triss.
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Line's clear, Captain!
Honor's a curious thing. Honor made Arion fight a mismatched battle against the might of Temeria. Facing defeat, Honor told Arion to bow his neck to save his men. But that same honor prevented him from saving himself.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship with a sorceress named Yennefer. Stories of a life stolen from him. Am I boring you? Don't set this tale aside. Give me just a few minutes more, for someone special's about to appear in dire straits upon a scaffold.
Sheathe your sword, elf. I'm here to talk. Bow low. You stand before a head crowned. That of Demavend, king of Aedirn, by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you are?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned.
Go on.
Full test to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in a killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his necker. Time to go. Do we have a deal, elf?
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
That time of the month.
Greetings.
Everything all right, Geralt?
Something's brewing.
No! I carry too much.
Ass is gonna have to get wet. Jump!
By the way, for helping Aryan Lavalette, we got strong back. For more carry capacity.
Water's cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
I can't walk anymore, and I'm still looting.
Oh,
Greetings, Witcher.
The
Witcher's ass is gonna have to get wet. Jump!
Geralt?
Hello.
Come on already.
Trouble.
What?
Morning.
Damn it. Water's cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
And we will continue this in the next episode. So if you like this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and see you next time. Thank you.
Your witch's ass is gonna have to get wet. Jump!